Hi guys, it's Cameron. I'm a therapist here in Wisconsin, and today's little video is just a short video with some zinger words that I'd like to put in folks' I'd like to seed your thoughts. And I work with clients dealing with trauma, and having done some research and continuing to do research about it, I've discovered there are a couple of really cool zinger ideas that might be helpful for some folks to think about. Obviously, confronting trauma is something that we either do or we don't, and some of us live our lives defined by the trauma that we've experienced, and some of us attempt to proactively engage with that, and we can now. I say now, I'm acknowledging the science of it. You know, we can be successful. There's research showing that we can. And part of what we've learned is, and this is the first zinger, is that we can't erase, we have to replace. And so some of the trauma or the memories that we have used that have defined our lives, some of us have attempted using substances or other means to erase these memories, and we would hope that that would help us move forward. And actually, it's not really effective, especially with substances, you know. And those of you with experiences with that would understand. And so what do? We can replace these thoughts with new information. And a quick talk about the science is that when we bring a thought into conscious awareness, it makes it available to new information. And that's how we replace. And that's part of the trauma process of psychotherapy. Is we're not just sitting around talking about it. What we're actually doing is reviewing it from a new place. And hopefully that's a safe place, an understanding place, an accepting place, and potentially a place where we can understand that it was a story that happened to us, but it doesn't have to define us. And so that's the zinger. We have to replace, we can't erase. And the other thing is too, and this isn't necessarily connected with trauma, but I like zingers. When we talk about neurochemistry, there's such an idea as the survival of the busiest. And that's another really cool zinger, because that got in my head too. I was like, oh, what does that mean? It means that the pathways that are the busiest, just like anything, like the internet, like social media, like the roads in our town, the busiest roads get the most love, juice, blood flow, reinforcement, maintenance, repair, and development. And so when we're talking about trauma, this is where it can be kind of a red flag sometimes, is if you're constantly living in it, recycling it, reinforcing it, it actually creates an event unto itself. And sometimes it becomes not even connected to initial traumatic events, more an event that turns into self-torture or cycling thoughts, you know? And it's in our wheelhouse. We can now flip the script by being mindful, and that's what some of the work that we do in therapy is, you know. A really cool theoretical umbrella is dialectical behavior therapy. If you're interested in checking that out, that's a really good proactively engaged trauma processing and identity development approach. But there's lots of different ones that create engagement and ownership in our change, right? Because the busiest, I don't know what the spiritual axiom is that, you know, sometimes if you're not doing something that prevents you from walking in the wrong direction, at least you're not walking in the wrong direction. Anyway, those of you who know me know I can ramble and lose focus, but those are the two zingers I'd like to talk to you about today. Take care. Leave some comments. Let me know.